So I thought I'd give you a little video update of where I am, what's happened over the last few weeks, and yeah, what's happening next really. So, well, short story really is I've been struggling with my IBS. Don't really know why. Something's changed, but yeah, the record attempt a couple of weekends ago, riding really strong for the first sort of 8 to 10 hours and feeling good on a bike, really strong and comfortable. And then it just sort of started to go downhill really, and I got to the point where I couldn't eat and I was really struggling to drink, and it was painful. I was getting stomach cramps, and to the point where I just couldn't ride on. It was just too painful. I was too exhausted. The best thing was to stop really. So yeah, I was incredibly disappointed with that. Being so close to Race Across America now, I really felt like I'd made such good progress with my nutrition and fueling on the bike. So that really took the wind out of my sails a bit. And me and my team, we caught up after that, and we decided at that point really that the best and most sensible thing was to defer my Race Across America entry to 2023. The key thing is you've got to start a race like that confident in what you're doing, and to get to the start line and really have doubts about how my body would perform and what nutrition was going to work for me was too much of a risk to take. I've invested nearly £10,000 of my own money in this entry to get to Oceanside and get across with me and my crew. And not just that, sponsors put a lot of faith and in some cases money in me. So I genuinely, I want to do that justice. And I think, look, the desert isn't the place to go into and not be able to eat or drink. It would just be madness really, because at worst I'd put myself in hospital really. So yeah, as I say, the sensible thing was to decide to defer. And I suppose I've spent the last 2 weeks really grieving on that decision. It's really taken the wind out of my sails, if I'm honest. I know it's the right decision, but honestly it was a really hard one to make, and it hurt, really, really hurt. I've spent the last 2 years thinking about nothing else than crossing that finish line in Maryland, Annapolis, being one of the very few British riders to have ever completed RAAM. That's the only thing I've been thinking about. So to have it taken away at this sort of last moment really feels really cruel. So yeah, I found it really tough, and I think I put a bit of a brave face on it, and we made some plans. We've got some races earmarked for this year now instead that are going to give me a really great stepping stone to America next year. But then went to the Wild West Country Ultra this weekend, and yeah, 100k in, I was done. I was really, really uncomfortable on the bike. I was second guessing everything I was doing in terms of eating and drinking, and yeah, my head and my gut they were not in it, and I just really didn't want to spend the next 2 days punishing myself just to finish it. I got into cycling because of my problems with alcohol, and it was a way of rebuilding my mental health and my mental strength, and the last thing I want to do now is turn it back into a punishment and hate the thing I love the most really. So I have no regrets about stopping. No, it's not what I wanted. It's not how I wanted the race to go. I felt strong, my legs felt great, I know I could have done it, but it wasn't meant to be, and I'm okay with that. So that's fine, really. Where do I go from here? In the immediate, I don't know. I don't want to force myself back on the bike, so I'm probably going to take a week off. I might run, I might work out, I might ride, I don't know. I'm just going to see how I feel, really. I think that's the main thing. I want to make sure I know why I'm riding the bike, and I ride the bike because I love doing it, and so that's the first and most important thing to do, is just to love riding my bike, and then the rest will come. What races are we looking at? Well, again, I'm not going to pressure myself into anything at the moment. I've got three really big races that I would like to do, but yeah, we'll see. I haven't really got anything else to say at this point. I've got to really think about my nutrition now, and I'm going to get a specialist to help me with that, and to really get to the bottom of my IBS and what's causing the problems on the bike. Is it stress? You know, the stress of the endurance riding? Is it something I'm eating and drinking? So yeah, that's next most important thing, really. So that's it. That's where I am. I'm, as I say, try and be honest on all of this stuff, and I wanted to update sooner, and I've done a few versions of this video, but I sort of found over the last few years that in the heat of the moment, there's too much emotion, so I need a few days to process it all in my own head and get to grips with it, and then I can sort of talk about it, I think. So yeah, that's where I am. I want to just also say thank you to everyone that's messaged me and checked up on me. I really genuinely do appreciate it. It's I might not reply quickly all the time, but I do try and reply to everyone, and if I haven't got to you yet, I'm sorry, but I will. So thank you to my team, Pav and Matt, and Drew as well, who've been with me the last few weeks in terms of kind of checking in and talking about where we are and what we're doing, and I wouldn't be continuing with this without them, and it's great to have their support. So that's a huge thing for me, and obviously my sponsors, which I hope you guys will stay with me to 2023. We'll go out and absolutely crush it, come back better, stronger, faster, athlete for all this. So yeah, that's me. And there's a song, I don't know what it is, but it's new at the moment, and I was listening to it on the way back from the ultra at the weekend, and I think there's a line that says it's just a bad day, not a bad life, and I think that's where I am. It's just a bad time at the moment. I'm not a bad cyclist. I just need to beat the IBS issues like I beat alcohol, and I'll be better for it. So I'll see you on the road, guys.